The standard Cupra Terramar VZ is already fast enough to embarrass most hot hatches at a junction. Cupra and ABT decided that was not enough. 320 horsepower, Akebono 6-piston brakes, and Vortex Copper alloys on the corners. 58,790 euros. This is either the factory car Cupra should have built from the start, or the most expensive spec exercise at Erfurt this week. One of those turns out to be more accurate than the other. By the end of this walkaround, you will know exactly what ABT added and whether this price earns it. The Vortex Copper wheels are where the exterior commitment begins. 20 inches, multi-spoke, a finish that does not appear anywhere in the standard Cupra catalog. In Graphene Grey with warm copper on the corners, the combination reads as a decision rather than a configuration option. The standard Terramar VZ already sits lower than most crossovers in this class. ABT does not alter the stance, but the wheel choice makes the proportions feel claimed rather than inherited. Think about the last time you sat in a performance interior and immediately suspected they'd spent the budget on the outside and forgotten about where you actually sit. Now think about the opposite of that. The structural character seats hold position through corners without hardening over distance. The digital drive package gives you a complete instrument display. The head-up display sits correctly, not as an afterthought. Intelligent Drive Paket XL adds adaptive cruise and lane centering. The digital sound package enhances the engine note through the speakers. I find that feature harder to defend in a car that already has a real turbocharged engine producing genuine sound, but both positions are defensible. The 230-volt inverter and boot socket tell you who Cupra and ABT imagined driving this. Someone who uses it rather than photographs it. 540 liters of boot space, around 19.1 cubic feet, with the rear seat in standard position. Flat floor, low load sill. For a performance crossover at this price, the trunk does not need to apologize for itself, and it does not. ABT takes the standard Terramar VZ 2.0 TSI, 265 horsepower from the factory, and extracts 320 from the same engine. Torque rises to approximately 450 Nm, which is the figure that matters more than the headline power number. It arrives low, stays, and goes to all four wheels through 4 drive without scrambling for grip. 0 to 100 in approximately 5.3 seconds, around 5.0 to 60 miles per hour. The Akebono 6-piston brakes are where ABT's thinking becomes most interesting. At 320 horsepower in a crossover at approximately 1,750 kilograms, the standard brakes are adequate. Akebono is not adequate, it is committed. The difference becomes clear on the third hard stop, not the first. That is precisely when it matters. 58,790 euros. The Volkswagen Tiguan R sits in this bracket. The entry point for the Porsche Macan does too. What ABT delivers that neither of those offer at this price is the Akebono brake package and the conversion from a company with 60 years of motorsport credibility signing off the work. The Tiguan R has every line on its spec sheet backed by a factory warranty. The Cupra Terramar VZ ABT has the more interesting argument, and after this week at Erfurt, I find that argument more convincing than I expected to. Whether that history earns the premium is a decision you take home, not me. But it is the first time in a long time that the choice between a tuner conversion and a factory RS is genuinely interesting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.